Well, hi everybody, how you doing? This is Pastor Pat.
And I'm Pastor Steve.
And we are out here to do a land update video. We had a phase 1 building that was going to go over there.
Yep.
And but then we decided to do, what do you want to call it, phase -1? Or
Phase A.
Phase A?
Yeah, phase A.
Or something like that. In other words, a smaller footprint building so that we could get into it, because the building we designed was
Visionary.
Gigantic.
It was visionary.
It was
That's right.
Lots of millions.
Yeah, about a year ago we had an extended conversation on just the cost and what our church can probably reasonably manage. And so as a collective group with the elders' wisdom and Pastor Pat's leading, we decided instead of a 58,000 square foot building, let's start with a 29,000 square foot building. Let's get out of the 2 leases that we have, which would pay for that building. And then from there, allow the Lord to just do what he does and let it grow from there.
Well, everybody, I'm standing actually on where we expect the stage to be once we finish building the building. Of course, when I'm preaching, I'll be facing that direction. But this is right about where the stage is going to be here very soon. When do you want to talk about the groundbreaking? We're almost there, right?
Yeah. So we're on schedule to probably break ground as soon as the city gets us a permit at the end of this fall. So maybe January, maybe February. It's about an 11-month build, so we're shooting for Christmas of 2026, and of course our fallback is Easter of 2027.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm praying, and you should too, that it goes faster than that. But I'm an idealist. I want it to be built like next Tuesday or something.
Yeah,
but it's like,
sure.
But this is where it's going to be. It's going to be exciting. Now, right over here, we're going to have a grass area. It will be fake grass, so we don't have to mow it. And so we're going to have all kinds of outdoor activities right over here. This is going to be the stage, 800 seats right out here in front of me. Beyond that will be a lobby. And then on the other side of that will be all the children's classrooms. It'll be 2 stories. So right up about there will be my office, right over there.
Yeah, cool. Hey gang, just wanted to let you know that our property that the Lord has given us comes with reclaimed furniture. It's awesome.
Yeah, not only that, we have garbage piles right over here, 3 of them that I can see. And this is the reason we had to put up this construction fencing a little earlier than we planned. I mean, originally the fencing wasn't going to go up until the fall when we started the actual breaking ground. But as you can see with this wonderful piece of furniture, maybe we should just keep it like a trophy.
We should sell it for $1 million to the building fund.
Yeah, just for somebody like that.
Yeah.
And they, they just starting, people like to illegally dump. So in fact, once we put the fence up, they just started dumping in front of the fence, and now we can't even open up the one side of the fence because people keep dumping here.
Hey gang, we just wanted to give you a quick update on what's transpiring with the construction crew. So our master site plan has changed, which will be edited into this video. Originally, on the north side of the property, we were going to put the 58,000 square foot building in the square pad that you'll see come up on the screen. But instead, we are going to put on the west side the 29,000 square foot building. That future pad we're going to use in the future when we go bigger because of need versus vision at this point. And then lawn area is going to be to the east side of it, where we'll have a really big gathering space for events, but also just for nice weather that's out there. So that's a pretty big master site plan update. The second one is parking. You'll be happy to know that we found out from the city that they needed larger parking. Evidently, you all bring trucks to church, and so the city actually amended their code, and so we're doing 9 foot wide by 18 foot deep parking spaces, which is about 1 foot wider than most places in Surprise in the West Valley. So I think for those of you that have larger cars, you'll be happy to know about that. We're looking at about 400 parking spaces initially before the second phase, which is great. And then in the first floor plan on the west side of the property, you'll see that there's a 750 seat auditorium, a big, huge lobby that runs the length of the building. We've got a bunch of nursery, children's, and a children's church area down at the first floor. And then on the second floor, we have our offices on one side, and we've got some additional spacing for Sunday school and or discipleship classes. So we're pretty excited about those updates for you. At this point, I just wanted to show you a very quick 3D fly-through, so that's going to come up on the video right now. I hope you enjoyed that 3D fly-through. Pretty exciting. It kind of gives you a little bit of a visual of what it could look like. I just want to be clear though, that's not exactly what it's going to look like. It is an artist's rendering, so it's just kind of more a sample, okay? So there are going to be some changes that occur before we get into the building, but it's going to be pretty close in terms of what it looks like from just the architectural amenities that'll be involved. A couple of things I just wanted to bring to your attention. We've updated the Alta site plan, the topographic survey, the construction Alta. Anybody who's in the construction field, especially commercial, knows those are all large items. Then we had to do what's called a final plot changeover because we had to consolidate 2 lots, and that goes through the city, and then it goes through the county, and then it goes through the recorder, so it takes some time. And then finally, after all that's done, the full set of civil plans and site plans are completed. We send that out to general contractors for bid. Once we get those initial bids, we do the formal loan process with our banker, and then it's either a yay or nay, although it looks really solid, really good, and then we're going to break ground. The biggest question you probably want to know is, when are we breaking ground? Well, if it was up to Pastor Pat, it was last month we broke ground because we went out there and moved some dirt around. But in reality, we're probably officially going to do a groundbreaking ceremony sometime in January, maybe as late as February. But with about an 11-month build timeline, we're hoping to be in by Christmas of 2026. That may be just a little bit positive in thinking. Certainly we should be in by Easter of 2027.
Well, what I'm most excited about when it comes to building on the land, I think there's several things. One is how people are stepping up to help already. Even though we haven't actually turned any dirt, we just got a big fence around the property. The behind the scenes things, all the permits, topographical surveys, all of the required reports, getting the plot done, meeting with the city, getting the architectural plans, all that. Well, people are getting behind that. People are starting to step up and do specific donations that are directly towards those permits and those reports. And that's huge. We haven't had to step into the actual loan yet, which is just an amazing thing. So I love to see how people are coming together on this. I think a second thing that I'm really excited about is a building like this is going to be a beacon of influence within the city. See, we believe that everyone can have a life that works, a great life, an abundant life, if they'll follow Jesus. And so that's what we're all about. That's what we want to present to the world. And this new building can do that. It can be that lighthouse. You know, we're going to have a great big LED wall that's, you know, running 24 hours a day, that's inviting people to hear why they can have an abundant life in Jesus. So it's truly a lighthouse that we're building with enough room for all of our needs, at least for the present. So it's very exciting. And thirdly, I think what's really exciting is that this is not many years out. We're in the process. We plan to submit everything early this fall, and however long it takes for the city to let us draw permits, you know, getting the bids this fall, everything. We should be turning dirt by the end of this year, beginning of next. And so this is not pie in the sky. This is not far out there. This is really happening, and that really makes it very, very, very exciting.
Awesome. Hey, thanks for watching the video. If you'll do us a favor, like, comment, subscribe, and share below. Hit that bell notification. It just helps with the algorithms and getting the information out there. So thank you so much. God bless you guys.
And we'll see you in the next update video for the land.
Yeah, a year from now. Just kidding.
No, not that one. Not that one.